It seems likely that Erik Ten Hag will become the new manager of Bayer Leverkusen, so let's give them a little rebuild with Erik Ten Hag. And this is of course the Bayer Leverkusen team as Xabi Alonso had it. However, we are now Erik Ten Hag. We will not use this formation, and also it's worth noting this will not be a very realistic rebuild, so I will not sell Wirtz, for example. He will be a key part in this rebuild of Bayer Leverkusen. So this is how the team is looking in Erik Ten Hag's 4-2-3-1 formation. Frimpong will be our right back, as I feel like he's suited there. However, Grimaldo cannot play. If I try to make him a left back, it will take like 4 or 5 years. So he will be our left midfielder. So what we need to find on the market is a new left back and also a right midfielder. So let's see if we can get some quality players in. We know how much Erik Ten Hag likes to sign players from his former club Ajax, and we have done exactly so. The player we have signed is Jorel Hatto. He's one of the most talented left backs in the world. And the second signing, and it's also the last signing, is another player that has played, or Hatto hasn't played under Ten Hag, he's played for his former club, but this player has played under Erik Ten Hag, and if I remember correctly, he was a fan of him, actually. However, the club wanted to sell him, and that is of course Anthony Elanga, who we signed from Nottingham Forest for 20 million, and Martin Terrier. And looking at the budget, we don't really have any more money left, as we of course signed Anthony Elanga and Jorel Hatto. So that is it for the summer transfer business. And this is the team going into the first season with Erik Ten Hag as the Bayer Leverkusen manager, and I got to say the team is absolutely insane. It will be nothing like this in real life when Ten Hag is there for the first season, as Jonathan Tah is probably going to Bayern Munich, it seems like, or Barcelona, one of the two I do believe. Frimpong has of course already joined Liverpool or agreed with Liverpool, so he will of course move there. Wirtz is linked away from Bayer Leverkusen as well, so it's unsure if he will stay there. And I am unsure. Hermoso is of course on loan. Same with Mukiele and Buendia, who is down here as well, are all on loan. So it will be a very different Bayer Leverkusen team in real life for Ten Hag. But that wasn't the goal for today. We didn't want to have like a realistic rebuild. If you want to see some realistic rebuilds, check out my Manchester United one that I did a couple of days ago. I am sure you will like it. But yeah, just look at his team. Hradecki in goal is pretty alright. However, we will look to replace him next season if we don't win the Champions League in the first season, we will look to replace Hradecki. Frimpong, I am unsure actually if he will play a lot, or he will probably start instead of Elanga's right mid, because he isn't a right back in the game, of course. So it could be that the game plays Mukiele instead, as it takes a good amount of weeks to make Frimpong a right back. Tah and Hincapié, both amazing. Hincapié is insane with his potential. Hato, yes, he isn't that high rated, but his potential is absolutely insane. And we don't have any other left backs in the team either, so I'm sure he will get a lot of game time. Grimaldo on the left, not ideal for a winger, but yeah, it is what it is. He is high rated and he is a very good quality player for Bayer Leverkusen as well. Xhaka and Palacios in the middle. Both not the fastest, but very good on the ball. Wirtz is of course the star of the show. And then we have Patrick Schick with some decent players on the bench, such as Andrich, Garcia, Boniface, Kovar, who I do believe was at Man United when Ten Hag were there. And we also have Tella and Tapsoba. But let's see how the season number 1 with Erik Ten Hag as the Bayer Leverkusen season ends. And the first season of the Bayer Leverkusen Erik Ten Hag takeover has ended with a 3rd place finish in the league, 7 points behind Bayern Munich. Did we win the Super Cup? We lost that to Stuttgart. Did we win the DFB Pokal? We did not. And we have not won the Champions League either, as that was won by PSG beating Arsenal in the final. So the first season with Erik Ten Hag in Germany has ended trophyless, and we can see a couple of players are very unhappy. Elanga is unhappy. Schick is unhappy. Garcia is unhappy. Everyone are unhappy or content. Apart from Wirtz and Grimaldo, they are happy. Yeah, it looks like it's been a nightmare season for Erik Ten Hag in Germany. So let's see, Schick has submitted a transfer request. Adli has been the striker who's played. The worst rated striker has played. Boniface only getting 2 games. He's not put in a transfer request, thankfully. Schick has done, understandably. Elanga, he has not. He's just played 16 games. So, yeah. It's been a messy start for Erik Ten Hag, but Adli was our top scorer. He has answered back with Erik Ten Hag's trust. Wirtz getting 26 goal contributions, Nathan Tella scoring 10 goals, getting 4 assists, and apart from that, nothing spectacular apart from Xhaka getting 10 goal contributions, which is pretty solid. But yeah, I think we need to maybe sell a couple of players as the squad is maybe too big for Erik Ten Hag to handle. And we were of course forced to sell a couple of players. The first one is Patrick Schick, who has gone to Liverpool for 51.1 million. The second sale is Alex Garcia, who has joined Man City for 51 million. Kusunu has left the club and joined Borussia Dortmund for 35.2 million. And Niklas Lomb has gone to Switzerland for 520k. What a sale. And Bayer Leverkusen legend Lukas Hradecki has joined Bayern München for 6 million. And Erik Ten Hag was desperate for this player when he was at Manchester United, and that is Frankie de Jong, who has joined Bayer Leverkusen from FC Barcelona. And we signed another player that was linked with Manchester United when Erik Ten Hag was the manager, and that is goalkeeper Diogo Costa from Porto. So this is how the team is looking for Erik Ten Hag going into the second season in Germany. The new signings are Diogo Costa, 25 years old, 85 rated, and of course Frankie de Jong, 28 years old and 86 rated. We've seen some solid growth in the team, however we need to see some more growth from Hato. Hopefully Boniface plays instead of Adli because he's 3 ratings higher. However, Adli will probably be like 84 rated if he continues to play. Xhaka will probably play instead of De Jong, as De Jong is of course a central midfielder and it takes him a year to become a defensive midfielder. So it looks like we may have wasted like 70 million on a player that won't even play a lot. But yeah, this is the team. Let's hopefully win some trophies this time around. And we have won silverware in Erik Ten Hag's second season as the Bayer Leverkusen manager. We finished 4th in the league, which is a bit disappointing. I was hoping we could fight for the title. However, the DFB Pokal, we won against RB Leipzig in the final 1-0. And the Champions League, we of course did not reach the final there. We went out in the quarterfinals on penalties to AC Milan, who reached the final and lost to PSG. So on paper we were really close to reaching our first Champions League final with Erik Ten Hag, but unfortunately we didn't. However, we won the DFB Pokal, which is a nice start, and we can see Adli is still the starting striker as Boniface is still very unhappy or has 0 sharpness. The team, however, is looking very solid. We have some high-rated players. Wirtz 92, Grimaldo 87, Hincapi 87, Costa 88, Ta 88, Frimpong 86, and Hato is now getting up in the 80s as well. De Jong, however, is unhappy at the club. Sorry, Frankie. And Adli is continuing to score goals. 32 goals and 7 assists. Elanga scoring 16. Palacios 15 goals and 12 assists. Wirtz has scored 12 goals and getting 16 assists as well. So a very good season. Grimaldo 13 assists, pretty solid, but a very good season by Ezequiel Palacios. And we are just getting straight into a huge signing. It is Cody Gakpo who has joined us from AC Milan in this takeover. And yes, I know we have Grimaldo as the left midfielder, however we don't really have anyone else apart from him. And we also don't have a backup, so Gakpo will play on the wing and then Grimaldo can play as the left back if needed. But I wanted to bring him in because he was heavily linked to Manchester United when Ten Hag was there. So whoever was linked heavily with Man United when Ten Hag was the boss, they are joining, as we can see by Frankie de Jong, Diogo Costa. So this is how the team is looking going into season number 3 in Ten Hag's Bayer Leverkusen takeover. We of course signed Cody Gakpo, who is 27 years old, 85 rated. So we can line up like this, or we can line up with Hato as the left back and Grimaldo as the left midfielder. And we can look at the bench. We didn't really have anyone that was a left midfielder in the bench or in the reserves as well. And we also didn't have a left back, so I feel like Gakpo made a lot of sense and he can play up top as well if needed, as Boniface doesn't really get trusted by Ten Hag. But yeah, the squad is looking very good. I do believe we can fight for some trophies once again, and I actually just think I will just do this because this will probably look better on paper with Grimaldo as left back and Gakpo as the left midfielder. But let's see, simulate season number 3 and see if we can win some more silverwares with Erik Ten Hag. And an Erik Ten Hag masterclass has just happened. We are in the Champions League final. I will take on Real Madrid, and let's take a look at our journey there. We finished 19th in the league phase. In the playoff we knocked out Roma 5-4. In the round of 16 we beat Man City on penalties, doing his former Man United team a favor right there, knocking the rivals out. We beat Fiorentina 4-3, and in the semifinals we won 3-2 against Inter, so not the easiest runs, but we managed to get ourselves to the Champions League final. Let's see the Bundesliga. Have we won the double? We have indeed. The double is won by Erik Ten Hag at Leverkusen. The Super Cup we also won, so a treble. And Erik Ten Hag has won everything when we win the Champions League, because I'm sure we will not lose it. 4 trophies for Erik Ten Hag in the 3rd season as the Bayer Leverkusen manager. And let's take a quick look at the stats. The team we will go through very shortly. The stats of the players. Diogo Costa 15 clean sheets, not too much to be honest, but Adli 42 goals, 8 assists. Gakpo 30 goals, 10 assists, what a signing he was. Wirtz 25 goals, 18 assists, and Elanga getting 22 goals as well. And was it De Jong has actually played a lot as well, so he is happy now. Good to see, as we spend a lot of him. Hato 46 game, 1 goal, 1 assist. And Grimaldo, did he play anything? Yeah, so the plan has actually worked. He has played as a left back, played as a left midfielder. Very good, very happy with the Gakpo signing right now. And this is how Bayer Leverkusen will line up in the Champions League final. Diogo Costa in net, Frimpong as the right back, Grimaldo as the left back, Hincapié and Ta as the 2 centre backs, Palacios partnering Frankie de Jong as the defensive midfielder, Gakpo on the left, Anthony Elanga on the right, Wirtz in the middle in the offensive midfield role, and Adli up top. We have some quality on the bench, Andrich, Xhaka, Boniface, Tella, Hato as well. And I saw that we lost Tapsoba on a free last season, I do believe, or a release clause, I have no idea. He is at least not here, but we don't really need him, as we have, we actually needed him because he was our only centre back depth, but it doesn't matter, Hato can play there, so we are good. But let's now win the quadruple and get the Champions League trophy as well. And can we get the dream start here against Real Madrid? It's Elanga, finds Adli. What can Adli do? Wirtz, you have literally ran to the offside position. Adli still manages to keep the ball. Anthony Elanga to Palacios. We had a golden opportunity, but we messed it up. Can we create something now? Anthony Elanga does a drag back or whatever it's called. Still keeps the ball. Madrid are just not pressing him. Florian Wirtz tries the back heel, but it is a messed up attack by us. Elanga is using his speed. However, it isn't that fast actually, but he finds Adli. Adli, can he score? Adli shoots, Adli scores, and Erik Ten Hag's Bayer Leverkusen side are 1-0 up against Real Madrid in the Champions League final. Rodrigo, what can he do? Rodrigo, he tries the weak foot shot, but thankfully for us it is wide. Florian Wirtz finds Adli, looks to find Cody Gakpo, who makes the run. Cody Gakpo, he shoots, but the shot, it's straight on Thibaut Courtois. Florian Wirtz gets past their defenders, does a Ronaldo chop, but Konate reads that like a book. And it's all by Leverkusen at the moment. It is safe to say, it is said, Erik Ten Hag masterclass, as the opponent is of course Xabi Alonso, who is now the Real Madrid manager. He is getting destroyed by Erik Ten Hag's Bayer Leverkusen. And Bayer Leverkusen are showing exactly why they trusted Erik Ten Hag to replace the Spanish Xabi Alonso at the German club. Rodrigo running down the right, Mbappe is with him in the middle. He doesn't try to find him, he tries to go all the way himself, and that is horrible by Rodrigo. And Real Madrid are getting more into it in the second half. Another attack, this time Jonathan Ta, our skipper, destroys Vinny Jr. in that duel, and now we can counter-attack. Florian Wirtz tries to find Anthony Elanga. Elanga, he tries the long-range shot, but it's not the smartest decision. Vinicius Jr. once again on the ball. What can the Brazilian winger do? He finds Mbappe, but Diego Costa saves it. And Real Madrid can score one here. Mbappe tries it, Diogo Costa saves it, and we just absolutely messed that up the back. It's now 2-1. We can have one last attack here, or we have just given away the ball, but it doesn't matter. Bayer Leverkusen have won the Champions League and quadruple under Erik Ten Hag. And here we have the wonderful trophy parade, and it's been a successful takeover. We won everything, so thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, and as you can see, the treble, because the Super Cup doesn't count as the quadruple apparently, but we won everything. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe for more FC 25 career mode content, and I will see you guys next time.